Hola, buenos dias. Welcome to this week's episode on Nations Without Borders. Today we are traveling to El Salvador from Nicaragua for our next month's destination. And this morning we're getting all packed up and ready to go.
We are ready.
Nora just woke up from a little nap. I had an amazing surf session this morning, Popoyo with Jerry. Great last session, caught some amazing waves. I don't have any footage of us packing this go around because I forgot and we're in a hurry. But everything's loaded in the car. And you already saw us pack last month anyway, so you don't need to see all that again. But we're gonna go have a breakfast at Cook's Cafe, say goodbye to everyone, do the 2-hour drive to the airport. And then today's easy peasy. It's only a 1-hour flight to El Salvador. And then we're gonna go see our friends Luke and Gabby, so we're super excited. Let's go. Vamos.
Let's go.
High five, Nora. High five. Finished up an amazing last breakfast, waves and Wi-Fi. And now we're gonna go make our rounds. So Nora, say goodbye to everyone. Let's go. Adios, Fabiola.
¿Cómo que adiós? ¿Ah? ¿Cuándo se va usted?
El Salvador siguiente.
Solo esta semana, Norita. Solo esta semana.
All right, no one to say goodbye to.
All right, we are on our way to the airport to catch our flight to El Salvador. So let's go. We have a 2-hour ride ahead of us, and yeah, pretty easy. Packing was pretty easy too, because in this case, it was just whatever we brought had to go back into the suitcase, so for sure it would fit. We didn't go shopping or anything, so.
A lot easier than when you pack and you're leaving your house.
Yeah, because then I had...
In 600 meters at the roundabout.
I had such a strong feeling when we left Portugal that I was forgetting something, but that's just because there's so much in your house that you could potentially bring. Now it's just like you look at your room, whatever is in there that's yours has to go back in the suitcase and you go. So it's much easier. It was a little bit of a struggle to get the crib back together though. But so yeah, just a 2-hour drive, return the car, catch your flight, and Nora is already sleeping.
Easy peasy.
Easy peasy.
All right, we are tight on time, but we are en route. We just dropped off the rental car here in the Nicaraguan airport. And I think we'll make it to our gate just in time, check in all of our luggage. We're en route, let's go.
Okay, we made it through security. We are at the airport. We have an hour to kill, which I really like. We always make an effort of coming early so that we don't have to stress about like catching our flight and boarding times and all the things. So we have an hour to eat something, buy souvenirs.
Eat something, drink something.
Drink something, that's for sure. Yeah.
Nora is chill. They were giving Josie in trouble because she's Dutch.
Yeah, I don't know what that was. Okay, so there was an issue at the security, something with my passport not matching Nora's, or I don't know what was going on, but they asked Eric specifically, are you the dad? We need to see your passport. They walked away with Nora's passport to make a copy earlier. It's like, stuff was happening. All good. There was no problem in the end, but it's like they asked us a few things to explain ourselves. I don't know. Yeah, all good. It's what you get when you travel with like 3 different passports. Also, what stood out to me is when we went through the security to get like, you know, when you put all your suitcases and your hand luggage on the belt and it goes through a scanner, you go through a scanner. They didn't make us take out our laptops or anything. Liquids was fine. We had a whole bottle of water. It was fine. Super smooth. That was very easy. You can apparently bring anything. So that was great.
All right, with time to spare, now we're enjoying an ice cold Tonya, and the Dutch person's taking a Heineken.
Nora, cheers, Nora.
Yeah. first morning at our Airbnb in El Salvador. And like usual, one of the first routines I do is put my skateboard together. They do have a couple skate parks here, I think, from what I searched. One of them's a pretty cool bowl I want to go check out. However, it is peak rainy season here right now, so we'll see if any skate parks get dry enough for me to skate. But got my little helper here, Nora, putting my board together. And yeah, all right, come on, get it. Nope. Do not eat the screwdriver. Thank you. So helpful. So we made it into our Airbnb last night with our hour drive from the airport. Give you a quick view of the back area. It's pretty sick. We got a couple of hammocks here. Already got the surfboard, the yoga mat set up. We got a barbecue, kid pool, big swimming pool. Actually pretty awesome. Yeah, the drive went super smooth last night. We opted to take a private shuttle. So let's go over the transportation options that you can take from the airport in the capital at San Salvador to the Surf City area, which includes El Tunco and El Zonte. For all the traveling families out there, and if you're gonna stay here for a while as digital nomads, whether that be a month, 2 months, whatever, I think you'll probably be best renting a car. It's not like everything is walkable unless you're like directly in El Tunco, but even still, you're gonna wanna go to the grocery store, you're gonna wanna go explore restaurants around the area. And a car rental is pretty affordable here in my opinion, so I think it's best if you just rent a car. Now, you can use any of the rental car agencies at the airport like usual. Just look up which ones have the best reviews. We have friends that live here in Surf City, and they recommended us to one of their friends who actually has like kind of a personal fleet of vehicles that he rents out. So we did that, and he had a truck. I will show you. It is a Toyota Helix, and it's pretty badass. So it's 4x4 automatic. I forget what year it is, but it's pretty freaking sweet. He's even got it decked out with the rack on the roof and the rack back here. And yeah, it's pretty amazing to have a 4x4 truck for a whole month, I'm not gonna lie. I miss having a truck, and this truck's freaking badass. But yeah, it's pretty amazing. He gave us a good discount since we're renting it for a whole month. He gave it to us for approximately 50 USD per day. So it comes out to around $1,400 for 4 weeks. If you rent it short term, I think he charges around 70 or 75 a day. So that's kind of the typical going rate for a truck, but I think we got a bit of a discount because friend of a friend. So if you are planning on coming to this area, Surf City, and you want to rent a truck, reach out in my DMs and I will happily pass the contact along. Let's talk about other transportation options. If you don't want to rent a car because you're on a budget, which is totally understandable, you could take a bus here. And from what I saw online, it's like it's around $2 or $3. So you could take a bus, that's option. Another option is to take a taxi or an Uber. I didn't look up how much the Ubers are because there's not a ton of them around, but I think if you take a private shuttle or a taxi, it's gonna be anywhere between $45 to $65, depending on the quality of the car that you get and how many people you got that you're shuttling with. The more people, the cheaper it'll be. And it is about an hour and 20-minute drive from San Salvador to El Tunco. So pretty easy. Everything went really nice, and I'm gonna really enjoy driving this truck for the month. All right, everyone, that about wraps up our video on this week's episode of Nations Without Borders, going over our travel day from Popoyo, Nicaragua, all the way to Surf City, El Salvador. As you can see, the day went off with a hitch. Super easy, 1 hour flight, 1 hour 20-minute drive, give or take. And we got our car rental, we got everything set up, and our Airbnb, do the circle. Our Airbnb is sick. We're stoked to be here, and we're really looking forward to having an amazing month here, working and surfing and doing all the things. So stay tuned for next week's episode, where we will go over remote working and co-working and all that types of things here in Surf City, El Salvador. So thank you. Hit the like and subscribe button. We We really appreciate it, and we'll see you next week.
All right, adios.
Adios. Bye. Ciao.